This video is for Donald. Donald, this is my father-in-law, Ed Bromfield, and I told him that your favorite book of the Bible was Ecclesiastes. And when I told him that, he started to talk about it, and I said, stop, let me record it. And he's a little self-conscious about the recording, but he agreed to let me record while he talks briefly about what his conclusions were from Ecclesiastes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm not a theologian. I'm not a pastor. I'm not anything like that. I'm just Joe Blow from Windy City. I just love the Bible. And I studied Ecclesiastes about 2 years ago. And it changed my life. My whole outlook upon how to live my Christian life changed because of that study, because I realized that my everyday experiences are given to me by the Lord. That's what is called the Lord's table in the Bible. I always thought it was like communion, but it's not. It's my everyday experiences, and complaining about those experiences, I'm complaining about the food that God puts before me on my table. And it took a lot of, what would you call it, consciousness of the moment, to change my way of thinking, the way I acted towards life. I don't know another way of explaining it, but it just changed me. It changed the way I responded to Jesus. And I was really afraid when I began to study. I thought I was taking on much more than I could chew. But it was like a world just opened up to me. And I was able to see life from a different perspective. I never studied a wisdom book, but Ecclesiastes really, really impressed me. And I saw, I don't remember a lot of specifics at this point. I would have to go back in my studies and reread them. But it spoke about wicked people, and God doesn't judge them. It spoke about the everyday person. God doesn't judge them. If he judges anybody, he judges everybody at the same time. So he doesn't judge anyone specifically on any moment. But when he enters our lives, it's to judge everyone, the whole world. And the times. There's a time for this and a time for that, time for another thing, time to live, to die, and whatever. That spoke to me, like we go through phases. I mean, the world, not just you and I, but the world goes through phases, and we have to put up with figures. I apologize if you're a Trumper, but I'm not. And we have to put up with a guy like him. And the threat that he represents rather, to this country. And God is bringing that out. It's something we have to walk through and respond to. And And in the end, some of us at least will be better for it. Others will be more entrenched. And it escapes me. I like to study so that I like to know what's in each chapter and stuff like that, and then I can talk about it. But I don't remember a whole lot of what's in chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. I think chapter 3 is at times.
Well, this is good. What I'll
Yeah.
do is I'll just stop the recording here, and if more is requested.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh, okay, you got okay.
Yeah. Then I forget now whether no, I didn't go to the study of Job. Job, I always wanted to study Job, but like Ecclesiastes, I was afraid to get into it because I know it's a wisdom book, and I'm not a wise person. You know, I don't perceive myself as a wise person. And there's a lot in Job that was in Ecclesiastes, but the emphasis on Job was worldview. Everybody thinks it's about why do people suffer. That's not why it is. That's not the point of the book. The point of the book is the people were coming to, Job especially, was coming to a new conclusion about life and about God. And it was his worldview that was changed, but the friends, they couldn't get beyond the traditions that they were told. They just couldn't get beyond that. And so Ecclesiastes led me to allow myself to study Job. And that is another book, although it didn't change my life the way Ecclesiastes did, it showed me things I didn't know before about Job, because I always thought, like I said, it was about suffering, and it was about why people suffer. And that's not what it's about. So the study of one book, you know, opens up the gates for another one, you know, in a way that maybe they wouldn't be open to me if I didn't study what I had before. But anyway, those are the only two wisdom books I studied. And we'll just end it there. Like I said, I'm just a guy, you know. I love the Bible, and that's all I can say.
All right. Thank you.